Hello everyone, welcome to Tutorials, Tips, and Tricks. My name is Dreld, and this episode I'm going to be focusing on Chloromancers. Now, Chloromancers got nerfed in the last patch. A lot of people are complaining about it. I've read people going so far as to say that Chloromancers should not or cannot heal 5-mans below 50. Now, I have found that this is not true. You can heal 5-mans. It's just a lot harder than it was. Alright, so for the spec that I'm using, I'm taking Archon as my third just for the possibility of stacking some extra buffs on myself. I don't normally get a chance to actually use those skills, but that's why I took it. And then I'm going Pyromancer. Primarily because when I'm standing in a ground effect, I will regenerate 100% more mana. I don't really have mana problems as long as I can stand in my grounding effect, which is nice. The other reason is Burning Shield. I can pick up my grounding effect, and it puts a shield on me that'll absorb damage, which can be nice if the tank hasn't picked up all the mobs yet, or you somehow get aggro or something bad happens. And I've also got Burning Intellect for a group buff. Alright, so for Chloromancer, I'm going 5 out of 5 Natural Awareness. 3 out of 3 Empowered Veil. I'm taking Bloom and making Bloom and Flourish an instant cast through healing Slipstream. I'm taking Synthesis. For tank healing, I have 3 out of 3 Photogenesis. I'm taking 5 out of 5 Call of Spring, Nature's Touch. 3 out of 3 Natural Fusion, and then Empathetic Bond for mana regain. I'm also taking Living Shell for mana regain, but I don't really ever use either one of them. Because when I'm standing in a ground effect, I really don't have mana problems. 2 out of 2 Nature's Swiftness, and then I'm taking Wild Growth. I don't have enough points in this tree to take Essence of Surge, so that's why I don't have it yet. Alright, so with a Chloromancer, you're going to be doing a lot of your healing through damage, though you do have some direct heals. Now for group healing, you're probably going to want Life-Giving Veil on. I'll get more into Life-Giving Veil, Lifebound Veil in a second, but for group healing, Life-Giving Veil is going to be better for you. You also have a couple of options. You have Wild Growth, which is on a cooldown, consumes charge, but it is a AoE heal. And it also makes the mobs that are affected by it take 10% more damage and move 50% slower. So it can be nice. You have Flourish for a direct AoE heal. You can also stack Withering Vine. This works really well if you have a lot of targets. You can build up a whole bunch of healing if you just stack Withering Vine on a whole bunch of different mobs. Alright, so for tank healing, this is where the nerf comes into play. It used to be, you have Life-Giving Veil, which will heal 100% of the damage that you do for your group. And then you would put Synthesis on your tank. And then he would get even more healing. So you'd be healing the group and you'd be healing the tank, which is great. Awesome. Perfect. They nerfed it. Now, when you cast Synthesis, you will cast Lifebound Veil. Now, if you read Lifebound Veil, it'll only heal 30% of the damage that you're doing to your group. That's a 70% nerf to your tank and your group if you have Lifebound Veil on. However, if you want to use Synthesis to get the 160 plus bonus, you have to have Lifebound Veil on. So yeah, if your tank is taking a bunch of damage and that's the main person you need to be healing, then use Lifebound Veil. But if your group is taking damage, switch to Life-Giving Veil. Now you have to be careful, because this puts it on a 10-second cooldown. Now, that means if I go to Life-Giving Veil, my tank could die within 10 seconds before I get back to Lifebound Veil, then start healing again. So you have to be careful. You have to make sure that you have the time to be able to do that. Alright, so that's going to bring an end to this episode of Tutorials, Tips, and Tricks. My name has been Dreld. Thank you for watching.